everyone. Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College. I recently put up this video of Only the Lonely. But I did it in the key of A because that's where Frank Sinatra sings it. But the viewer who requested this video was interested in the Keith Jarrett version. So I transposed my chart into the key of C, and then listened to Keith Jarrett and made the changes in the harmony here. And of course, this arrangement, I guess you could say, is down in the description. If you will click on the link, it'll pop right up, no charge, as always. Now I'm lost. So there's a rough approximation of the Keith Jarrett version, and it's very beautiful as well. There's things about the original arrangement, the one that Frank Sinatra wrote. I guess it's probably Nelson Riddle or somebody, that I like better, but there's some really great things in here, including Keith Jarrett's signature REHARM, all right? And that's the use of a suspended chord in a really great place. So I'm going to quickly go through the chart again and just give you some of the ideas here. And like I said, the chart is down there in the description, and as well as there's going to be a link to my previous video about this. So we've got an E flat diminished, which is how he starts, and then a D flat sus, right? It's not a D flat 13 like this, but we have suspended the third to there, and then we have revoked the suspension. We have reinstated the chord here and moved that fourth down to the third. And I kind of like what he did here. In the original, it was like a sharp 9 chord. You got to love that sharp 9 chord, in a jazz torch, beautiful standard. You put in a sharp 9 chord right there at the beginning of the song. So I could understand why maybe Keith would have wanted to change that. So he just kind of plays a B flat. There may be another note in there, but I couldn't figure out what it was. So, and then the G7th, and here's the secret chord. And whenever I hear somebody playing the piano and I hear that chord used in that way, I know it's Keith Jarrett. So the way you reharm songs and the way you voice your chords and the kind of chords you use, that can do a lot to define your personal sound. And so, if I hear, somebody play something like, then, well, that doesn't sound like Art Tatum, does it? It sounds like McCoy Tyner. Of course, a lot of people will do that nowadays because everybody loves McCoy, but that's what his signature kind of sound. Anyway, where were we? We've got this. It's a C. It's a C7. So let me back up a little bit. And he does resolve it before playing the melody. Nice B flat 7th. We got the 9, we got the sharp 11, and then A7. This is kind of a D9 chord, but on the top of a ninth chord, we're talking about an unaltered 9, not a flat 9. The top half of it is F sharp minor 7 flat 5. So, we can just use that as a substitute chord. F minor and F6. Basically the same thing again. I tried a note, but it didn't work. All right. So Keith doesn't do anything like that, but those are some little Art Tatum ideas that I throw in because, along with Keith, I got to say Art Tatum is my favorite piano player and always will be. Now here, Keith goes to the 2 chord, D minor. The other arrangement's got an F major 7th there. And if you like, I'll put 2 versions of this down there. I'll put 3 versions down there. I'll put the version in A. I'll put the same version transposed to the key of C. And then I'll do the key of C with the Keith Jarrett chords. Minor major 7th, so nice, and resolve. Here he starts using octaves. Beautiful altered dominant there, easy to do. If you think of a G minor 7 flat 5, just put that over an A. Here, I believe he uses the little negative harmony thing of the plagial cadence. It's an F minor 6 or a D minor 7 flat 5 going to C, right? People call that negative harmony, which I'm not convinced is a real thing yet, but I've done extensive work on it, so it certainly is a technique that you can use to change things up a little bit. Like, for instance, a turnaround that goes like this. As a 2-5-1. All right. And I can do a 3-6 2-5-1 by doing it like this. All right. I don't think that really fits in this song, but if I bring up negative harmony, I've got to play my negative harmony turnaround. Yeah, and if you request that I do some more explanation on what I call negative harmony, I'll be happy to do so because I take requests. And I will see you all again very soon. Thank you for all your support in all the various places like Patreon, PayPal, comments, thumbs up, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.